Hello and welcome everyone. We are back with the Uberhood. So, last week we got through most actually of Strangetown, and again, this is just setting up. So we're not playing full rounds, but we're just setting everyone up, getting them moved in, all that stuff. So, we are now moving on to AJ Loner, and then the singles, and then we'll be moving on to Veronaville. We may actually, I was going to say we may actually make it through everyone today and actually be able to start round one, but I don't think we're going to go that far, but we'll get somewhere. So, I set up, when I set up the oldies and stuff, I set up AJ and the singles. Hello, welcome. But AJ and the singles are all set up in their little areas. Now, as you can see, AJ, he has, the bare minimum. He's got all the stuff. His hobby is music, so he's got a little music. I forget what this is actually called. It's the sound escapes. So he's got this little music thing, so that he can do that for his hobby. And then he is a legal secretary, level 3. Oh, I just realized I've got to fix the clock again. I always forget to do that. Fix the clock back. I know, a stream after so long. I'm back. I was out of town last week, and so, yeah, I'm back. So today and Friday, we'll have our regular streams. And yeah, so today we're working on the Uberhood, and we've got AJ and the singles, and then we're going to move on to Veronaville. I don't know how far we're going to make it, but I'm thinking we might be able to make it through most of Veronaville, maybe. Because we're just playing the one day for everyone to get them set up, so, but we'll see. I'm not sure yet, but with AJ, like I said, we've got him all set up. He is a legal secretary, and he's actually got work soon, so I'm going to have him walk to work. And then when he gets back, I don't think I set up I didn't set up his tree or his secondary yet. So when he gets back, we'll figure out what his secondary lifetime wish is, and we'll give him the rest of his tree. And yeah, so we'll just have him go about his day, and then we'll go over to the singles. He really doesn't have a whole lot going on quite yet because, he's just this single guy that's moved to Strangetown, which, little weird for him, probably. And Olive keeps stealing all the newspapers. The day is proceeding quite smoothly. He receives a phone call from the boss's wife. Bowman has zero patience and demands to be put on the phone with her husband. He's in an important meeting with a client. Yeah, no, if he's been told not to, we're not going to put her through. Ooh. Okay, he's been promoted because of that. Yay. But yeah, I don't think that he'd put her through because, yeah, not going to disturb our boss when he's in an important meeting. But yay, AJ's been promoted, so I will put that down that he's now level 4. And then like I said, we're gonna set up his tree. Yes, I know music and dance is your thing, but we're gonna set up his tree. So his secondary is going to be, roll this, sorry, five. So popularity, which, I get that. So he's a popularity and fortune sim, and I'm just going to give him his fortune tree with that. And open up that. And so let's see, skill-wise. He needs to get a charisma, a logic, and 2 cleaning. Plus he needs 4 friends. So he needs to be making lots of friends. So what we might do, since he's come home early, I think the welcome wagon will show up soon. And we'll introduce ourselves to some people. And then maybe he'll go out later and try and meet some more people. Yeah, here's the welcome wagon. So, looks like we've got Nervous, Florence, and Lisa. So, let's just go and greet people. And then we'll, get to know these people, and then we'll send him out on the town. So, Nervous. Yeah, Nervous's social skills aren't the greatest. But yeah, what I was saying was then we'll send him out. I think we'll just send him out in Strangetown and see who else we can meet in Strangetown. Oh, and I forgot. Ban the matchmaker. And why don't we just chat with you, chat with you, chat with you, just kind of try and get to know some of the people. I know technically the only one in his neighborhood is Nervous, but, since this is an Uberhood, we'll have him get to know everyone. But yeah, I think I'm just going to send him out on the town later on tonight so that he can get to know some other people as well. And hopefully we'll get started at least on, and we'll say goodbye to everyone and eat something, and then we'll get started on some friendships. Have lunch, actually serve some lunch meat sandwiches. So he'll have some in the fridge. And then after you're done with that, put those away. Oh, smart investing has increased. That's good. I also was going to get him a bank account and put a little bit of money in his bank account so that can get some interest. And then what we'll do is we will just walk to a community lot, and usually I wouldn't send them out on the setup, but for him, I kind of want him to meet some more people since he has no connections in town. Whereas everyone else has at least a few. So I kind of feel bad for him. He's the new kid in town that knows no one. So I'm just going to get him to meet hopefully a handful of people. We might only get townies, but that would be okay too. We want him to meet some people and get to know the town. Okay. And this is the Dirty Melba. For anyone that watches or watched Pleasant Sims, you'll know that she built this for her Strangetown, and I just really like this build for Strangetown, so I use it. And we've got Lisa Ramirez, we've got Stefan Tinker, Patrizio Monti, Herb Oldie is here. Paul, Scott, Zach. Well, why don't we have you go greet Paul? Or pollination technician. PT. Oh, and then Jason Larson. Jason Larson, who's one of the Larson twins, who I'm eventually going to give a makeover because him and Jody, his sister, are supposed to be like fresh out of college, but they always seem to me like they dress older than they are, so I kind of want to just, you know, change them up a little. Now then, let's get you to meet some more people. So you meet him, you met, oh, I didn't, crud. I forgot last time I saw that there was some mod that I have in here that changed the alien eyes that I didn't like. And I forgot to take that out. I need to write that down. All right, so that I go and fix that afterwards. But for now, let's greet him. Let's just greet everyone here. We'll go greet Herb and Patricio. We've already met Lisa. Wait, who is? Oh. Oh, can you not introduce yourself to them because they're sitting here at a table? Really? Oh, go greet him now. Greet Herb. Get to know him. We might not be able to meet Patricio. Oh, maybe. Come on. We just want to say hi. And then I know Steven Tinker is out there, but I don't think... I think it's going to do the same thing to us again, where... Well, let's just see. Maybe we can get him to say hi to him as well. No, he's got a little bit of chemistry with Aaron. And with Jenny, but Jenny's out of the question. She's taken. Doesn't have any with Florence, which is unfortunate because she's actually available. He has negative chemistry with Lisa, which is fine because she's married. But... greet him. Is there anyone else to greet? No, but we could join the pool game down here. All right. He's just going to play pool, and I don't know if this, yeah, it looks like it does get the relationship up at least a little. So this can help his relationship a little. He can't stay out though too late because he does have work, I'm pretty sure, tomorrow. Yeah, he does, so probably stay till like 10:30 and then he'll go home. He's getting some friendship points though. Oh, you're done playing. Okay, well, since he's done playing, we'll just actually send him home now. And this way, because he's met a good amount of people now. He knows some people, so we can, when it's actually his round next time, we can get him all situated and get enough friends so that he can get promoted. And maybe him and Aaron can have a thing Maybe he'll meet someone else. I don't know. I do want him to find someone because, yeah. But, we'll see who it may be. He usually ends up with my games. He usually ends up with Lola Curious. Or at least he has multiple times. So that's who I would have assumed that he usually has chemistry with, and so I would assume he has chemistry with her, but I don't know. That could be different. They have not met, though, so I can't see if they have chemistry, because they have not met. We'll come home, eat, take care of his needs, and go to bed. Or actually, you're going to clean up before you go to bed, because, yeah. And he works. All right. Every day. And then we'll have him make himself cereal. Least likely to burn the house down, since he doesn't really have a lot of cooking skill yet, but he will eventually. And that is it for him right now. We have him all set up. Wait. Actually, before we do that, I just realized one thing we forgot to do. What is his lifetime wish right now? World-class ballet. No. He works in the legal. No. We're going to give him something that makes sense for him. So I'm going to have him become the law isn't on here, so earn lots of money, or yeah, let's have him just he'll earn money. Okay, so now we have done everything. Almost forgot about that lifetime wish. All right, so next we're going to the singles household. And okay, so that we don't forget this time, I'm going to, these two are fighting. Chloe has a tendency to not get along with people. She ends up fighting with people a lot, so let's see here. So right now I have Erin is a fast food manager. I'm just writing all of this down. She's fast food level 3. Chloe works as a record store clerk. Level 4. Kristen is an intern. Level 4. And Lola is a legal biller. Level 4. And then their lifetime wants. You have become the law. I actually like that one for you, so we'll keep that one. For Kirsten, become Hand of Poseidon. We're going to change that because you... I don't need two semblant. This is a semblant. Yes, it is. Because you work in medicine, so Hand of Poseidon doesn't really make sense. So we're going to change that one. And we're going to actually have her become Chief of Staff as her. Lifetime wish. Chloe wants Hand of Poseidon as well, which doesn't make sense. She's gonna have 20 different lovers. And Aaron, let me write that down. Aaron wants to be a media magnate. You know what? I'm going to keep that one and I'm going to change her job because I actually like that a little bit better for her. So we're going to have her come in here and go into journalism instead. So she's going to be level 3 movie critic. Okay, yeah, we'll do that instead. And then for their hobbies, I figured out what their hobbies were when I decorated, but I don't remember what all each one was now. So Lola is music, Chloe is sports, Kristen is art, and Aaron is nature. Okay. And then we need their secondaries. So, secondaries, we're gonna roll. We're gonna start with Aaron. One, two, three. She is knowledge secondary. Interesting. I like it. And Chloe, secondary is popularity, which that one makes sense for me. I've had a few that are, I think, popularity romance, and I kind of like that combo too. Kristen's secondary is knowledge. Okay, well, I guess that would make sense, her going into the medical as well, so yeah. And then finally, Lola. 2, 3, 4. Oh, family. I like that for her. All right, so we've got them all set up with those. And then let me see who all needs to be heading to work. So Lola needs to go to work. So walk to work. Kristen needs to go to work. Chloe doesn't need to head out quite yet, and neither does Aaron. Aaron has a little while, so I'm going to have Aaron go get the alarm installed on the car so it doesn't get stolen. What I've done for the decorating is, well, they all do their stuff, is I gave them this big, like, kitchen, not kitchen, the dining room. They've got a little bar, nice kitchen. They've got kind of a little office space in there, I guess. Living room, and then upstairs they each have a room. So this is Aaron's room, this is Kristen, this is Lola's, and this is Chloe's. Now you may be wondering, why did Chloe get the biggest room? The real reason is because Chloe is a romance sim and she needed a double bed. But the, in-universe logic, I'm going to say, is that they played rock, paper, scissors. And Chloe got the big room. Maybe not the fairest way of doing it, but that's how they did it. At least for story purposes, that's why. All right. And the matchmaker. Where is that silly visitor controller? There it is. Ban you. I don't need you right now, and you'll just stand there for hours. But, so she has work today at 2. She needs a charisma point. She doesn't want to get one, though, yet. Oh, she also needs cooking, and she wants to get cooking. So we'll have her study cooking while she's waiting. And then she needs to make some friends eventually, because I think the only people she knows right now are... No, she knows a few more people, because she knows Loki, obviously her brother. She knows Jenny, she knows PT or Paul. She knows, obviously, her roommates. She's met AJ, and she's met Cersei. Well, she should know Cersei. Cersei's her sister-in-law. Chloe... She basically just knows her family and roommates. Kristen knows her roommates and for some reason Cersei, who she's friends with. Okay. And Lola knows her roommates and family. Okay. So the only one that really knows a lot of people outside the household and their family is actually Erin. Which makes sense. She's a popularity sim, so... Yeah, and she's gonna need quite a bit of... Oh, Olive, I wonder what you're going to do on my lot. Could she possibly be coming to steal the newspaper? Oh, maybe no. Maybe she's here as a visitor. Oh, the only problem is that Erin's literally going to be leaving in a few minutes. We're just not going to greet them. That sounds so mean, but like she's going to be leaving so soon that by the time I greet them, she's going to be leaving and then they're just going to be standing in the house. So yeah. I thought Olive was coming to steal the paper. I'm kind of surprised she didn't. Okay. You are done studying cooking for right now. Kristen believes she's discovered a flaw in the cutting-edge surgery technique. It's been outlined by the hospital's chief of staff. She's not sure she should say something. Interns don't speak. I think Kristen would try later. She wouldn't do it in front of everyone. So she waits. Oh. Oh. The supervisor announces she's just received a new grant for revealing a flaw in the newest surgical technique. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well. But I just don't think that she would speak up in the middle of a meeting like that. Dawn might do that, because I think he actually rolled the chance to do that. Or he did in one of my Let's Plays. Okay. Chloe is home. She got 200 and something. I'm going to have her deposit 200 of that, because they will all be depositing money into their own bank accounts, and then there will be money for... rent and stuff, but they will also deposit because eventually they're all going to want to move out, or maybe not want to, but they'll eventually all probably move. Well, all but one will move out and get married and stuff like that. That's usually what happens. Usually one of the girls ends up with the house, but the others end up moving out or moving in with someone else. It just kind of depends. Now, I was able to get her to serve bread, but AJ couldn't. I wonder why. Weird. And she doesn't have higher cooking than him. Well, whatever. Whatever. Lola is home. She got 527. She is going to deposit 500 of that. And Chloe, you're going to put this away so that it doesn't go bad. When we get to Florence, I'm definitely going to fix her outfit because I don't think that would be the outfit for her. And then Lola, you need friends. You need another logic, 2 charisma, and a cleaning, which I'm guessing, yeah, those are all the ones. So why don't we work on cleaning since that's the one that you need the most of? And you want to woohoo, you want to kiss, you want to invite someone over, you want to buy a bird cage, toy dog. So right now there's not a whole lot I can do with Chloe. Who's this? Marissa Bandette. Okay. So Chloe's just gonna do whatever she wants for right now. Because there's not a whole lot I can do without taking her out and about and going out on the town, and I don't want her to do that right now. So she's just gonna, I guess, juggle. And then Kristen should be home soon. I'm gonna lock in that friends, and then yeah, she's just got all the things that she needs. I just realized they're gonna have a few people that need logic skills, and I don't think, yeah, they don't have a chessboard anywhere. So I'm just gonna put one out here. They also don't have a whole lot of money for this, so we're gonna get a really cheap one with some really cheap chairs. But this way, at least, they can work on their logic, because both Lola and Kristen are going to need to work on their logic, and Aaron might as well at one point. I can't remember what all is needed for the journalism career. I haven't played the journalism career a whole lot, so I'm not sure. Chloe, obviously, right now, doesn't need the logic, and I don't think she will anytime. But, yeah. Okay. She got 717. No, she's studying right now. But, you are going to deposit 500 and then 200. And then, why don't you work on cleaning as well for right now? Chloe, you can just do whatever you want, really, because you don't have any wants that I can fulfill at the moment. Oh, Chloe's actually going to play with the chess table. Oh, I mean, she can get some logic points, I guess. How's everyone's needs? Ooh, Lola really needs some fun. So I'm actually going to stop her and then have her play the violin, because I know that that's something that that's her hobby, and I think that'll get her fun up. Kristen actually needs fun too. How close is she's not close to getting that. What we'll have you do is we'll have you paint, because that should get your fun up, right? Is Is that getting your fun up? Yes, it is. Okay. So you guys get your fun up. Chloe's kind of doing whatever she wants. Erin won't be back until 8. And then she needs to get some social. Man. She desperately needs social. Why don't you, for right now, call... I didn't see how much she made. How much is she supposed to make in a day? 287. So we'll have you deposit 200, and then why don't you call your brother. Talk with Loki a little. Just talk. I do find it interesting that, like, his name is Loki and her name's Erin. He's named after the Norse god of mischief, and she's named Erin. Apparently their parents wanted a unique name and then decided that having a unique name maybe wasn't the best choice or something. I don't know. Okay. Let's get you... I'll take care of your needs and then send you to bed. And Lola... You need to eat something. You also actually need some social. Why don't you join Chloe for a little while? Because you should be able to socialize while you're doing that. And Erin, your social's high enough. We'll have you go and take care of the rest of your needs. Have you have some fun. Okay. We're gonna send you upstairs because you need to go to sleep because you're gonna be up early. And you actually aren't gonna be able to have fun because you need to go. Actually, she could, because she doesn't have to go to work until later. Chloe, let's have you first before anything else. You're going to take care of some needs. Okay, so Kristen's asleep. Chloe's going to sleep. Lola is asleep. Erin is cleaning stuff up. And she'll go to sleep. We'll have her have some fun in the morning. Did she? Yes, she did clean up that plate. Okay. Oh, that door is staying open because of this. I'll just delete that and put different lights on the front. I'll put this one. There we go. That way that door will actually close. And then when you get up, Erin, you can change into that, observe ants. You can play on that. Chloe, when you get up, you're hungry, so we'll have you get some cereal. Kristen, you're kind of good, so we'll have you study cleaning since you need that. And Lola, you need to take care of your needs. And then it's 6, so we'll save. And with that, we are done with Strangetown, and we are on to Veronaville. Now, Veronaville's going to be a little tricky because this does not have the scripted events, and I do not remember Veronaville's scripted events. I know it was something like Juliet and Romeo. She, builds their relationship, and then I think they start going steady. And then Romeo wants first kiss or something. I don't remember how it goes. And then I remember Puck wants to have a really good party. So, oh, yes. Also, I wanted to address. So, I moved Antonio to a different spot. He was originally over in one of these houses. I moved him over here. And actually, I replaced this lot. This is actually Katati's remake of this house because she specifically made it for Antonio and his kids. And I really liked it. And so instead, I used that instead of remodeling the one they were in because I didn't like that they were like two unattached houses, but there wasn't enough room for them in either house. Yeah. So they live here now. It also makes sense because, like, if he's that far in his career and all of this, he would have a house. And again, getting on my soapbox about Veronaville, I love Veronaville, but I don't know why. Like, there were only 3 houses that were moved in. I feel like the only one that should have been in the bin was Bianca. But, yeah. I don't know if I mentioned, I put down Katati's remake of the public lots because the public lots needed to be fixed. And then finally, I put down 2 cemeteries for the Caps and Montes. And we're going to probably we're definitely going to move some graves because honestly, the ghosts sometimes become a pain. So we're starting with the Caps. Juliet Cap has fallen for Romeo, golden child of the rival Monty clan. Can the Caps set aside their grudge to put Juliet's happiness first? Probably not, but we're going to try. I mean, we're going to try, but the other problem is Romeo is a romance sim, and so, yeah. Not necessarily the best combo. So I'm going to real quick we need their hobbies. And we need consorts, lifetime wish, and secondary. So, first things first, we're going to make sure that no one needs to be made over too much. I think we're looking okay. Ooh, she wants to have first kiss with Puck. We will lock that in because that will probably happen at the party anyway. So, yeah. Also mentioning with this lot, may get a bit of a refresher makeover considering the setup is interesting. I don't know if I love it. Well, I know I don't really love it, but anyways. Get some of the stuff out. We have this. Put the sim blender over there. Put that there. And consorts. Lifetime wishes to earn 100,000. Okay. He also wants to retire. I'll lock that in, but I'm not going to do it just yet. Also, he obviously went to college. Tybalt wants to win a fight with Mercutio. I'll lock that in. Juliet wants to go study with Romeo. She also wants to become friends with Lilith. Awesome. And then Hermia, of course, I locked in that first kiss. So, let's roll for consorts secondary. Actually, I'm not even going to roll for it. I've decided that it's going to be family. So, yeah. I've just decided. But we'll do that. Tybalt, just to kind of keep you occupied, I'm going to send you up to use the bathroom. And Juliet, let's see. Let's get you and Romeo a little bit closer. And then we'll ask to be boyfriend. Because I'm pretty sure that that's what you're supposed to do in the scripted events. I, again, don't remember exactly. But we're just going to do this. Get them closer. Okay, they're now in love. But I don't think he's fallen in love yet. Sure, he's available. Because I think that he has to fall in love with her before they can go steady. I don't know if he's gonna fall in love before it gets too late. Oh, that's a weird glitch. Oh, he's fallen in love. Awesome. So then, she's now going to propose Go Steady, and we're gonna hope that he accepts, and then we'll send him home, because he probably shouldn't be hanging around the Cat Manor too much, all things considered. Especially because, like, I feel like it's and he has a negative feeling of going steady because he's a romance sim. And now that she's got that, I'm gonna lock in her becoming best friends with Lilith. And it looks like Juliet, I don't think is going to be for the first rotation of college. Or I guess technically second rotation, because Johnny and Ophelia are like first setup rotation, but I'm only going to play them for one semester, and then everyone else is going to, that's in the first kind of clump of teens, is going to come and join them in college, in the various colleges. But it looks like Tybalt will be one of them, but it looks like Juliet will not. She'll be part of the second group of college students. And Hermia might be part of the third. I don't know. We'll see how things roll. The only thing that's guaranteed is that Lilith, Angela, Dirk, and Dustin, even if I have to cheat their ages a little, they will all be going to college together. At the same time, at least. They won't actually be going to the same colleges, probably. But they'll be going at the same time. All right, so Tybalt is painting. Is that your hobby? Let me look here. No. Let's then go find out everyone's hobby. So, consorts is science. Interesting. And Tybalt's is music. Okay. Okay, I kind of like that. Hermia's is film and lit. And Juliet's is games. Okay. Okay, we can, yeah. Hermia's makes a lot of sense to me. Tybalt's and Juliet's I feel like should be switched, but I'm going to just leave it as that because that's what they chose. So, yeah. Juliet, Yeah, you go take care of your needs. Tybalt, why don't you come down here and eat some of the bread? Consort, you'll come and eat bread as well. And Juliet, when you're done, you will as well. I'm also going to put... I'm going to remove this first off. I'm going to put down a desk. I'm going to put down some fire alarms. And all that stuff, because, yeah. This house kind of makes me nervous with how many chimneys it has, and 0 fire alarms. I don't know why. Also, I'm going to remove this from the room because I've never seen the point of having that in the bedrooms. I get that they're trying to go for like an old-fashioned Tudor house that would have that, but we're not. We're also going to replace the bathtubs with full showers because, let's be honest, we're going to do that. Now, there's other thing is the bathroom. Not the bathroom, the bedrooms. I want to explain something because I know that a lot of people think this is Juliet's room, this is Hermia, this is Tybalt's. That is probably correct. But I also feel like Hermia, Juliet, Tybalt's, and I just changed the color of the things. And the reason why is because I feel like Hermia and Juliet could share a bathroom and not have an issue. I don't think that Tybalt would be very good at sharing a bathroom. Also, I don't think that Hermia would want to share a bathroom with her brother. So even though I know Juliet's supposed to be the heir, so she gets the biggest room, we're just gonna say that she chose to have the smaller bathroom because she wanted to share with her sister and stuff. I don't know. That's what we're doing though. Also because that's what I used to do when I was younger. Because I always assumed that Tybalt had, you know, a room off to the side. Because he was the eldest. But anyways. So she also wants to sneak out with Romeo. So I'm going to try and get that. You want to do that. And you want to buy a bookcase. They don't have a bookcase. Oh my gosh, they don't have a bookcase in this giant house. Yeah, and this is why this house probably is going to get replaced. Because, yeah. So, she wants to learn cooking and cleaning. We can have you study some cooking after you're done. Tybalt. Well, if you want to be Mercutio, you're going to need to, like, work out. So let's set down a little bit of workout equipment. I'll have you work out and so that you won't get beat up by Mercutio, because I think that he has a memory of being beaten in a fight by Mercutio. Oh, maybe not. He grew up badly for some reason. He made enemies with Mercutio. He grew up badly again. Oh, this child. Made enemies with Romeo. Then his parents died. And Hermia grew up badly. And then Contessa died. Okay, so he hasn't gotten in a fight with Mercutio yet. Okay, well, he's going to. So, Juliet, why don't you also put that away? And then I'm going to call and try and sneak out with Romeo. We'll see how it goes. And then Hermia, why don't you clean these up? Consort. He needs a logic, a charisma, and a creativity. Well, why don't you go practice a speech? Or practice your speech. Tybalt, I kind of want to get you out of the red, so how about you chat with some people online? Then you can meet someone new. Yeah, and that got him out of the red. Good. All right. And then now you can go back to working out. Juliet needs to have some fun, so we'll have you play some video games. Hermia got her cooking point. She also wants to have some fun, so we'll have her read a romance novel. She'd be the kind of girl that reads romance novels. Yeah, definitely feel like it. Feel like she'd definitely be someone that, like, she'd be a Bridgerton. She'd read Bridgerton, definitely. And then the other thing that we need to do is I am going to send, I don't know, should I keep Contessa? No, we're going to move all of the graves. And we are going to move them to the Cap Cemetery. And then we'll go in and kind of place them and stuff. Part of the reason also why I'm moving them is because, like I said, I do plan to replace this lot with a different lot. A remade lot, or a remake of this lot. And I don't want, like, the graves to disappear and stuff. So we're just going to move them elsewhere so that we still have them. We can still go and mourn the ancestors and all that, but we can also replace this lot because although it looks, you know, cool, I guess, there are a lot of issues with it. You can't get a driveway. You've got to fix all the bushes. It's kind of a pain. So we're gonna replace it. I think the Monty Ranch will also get replaced. And it's even more so needs to be replaced because it needs to be replaced by something that is weatherproof. Because the weather wasn't taken into account when Veronaville lots were created, or Strangetown ones for that matter. So, gotta weatherproof a lot of stuff. Tybalt, why are you? Oh, you've got to turn it off, and then sleep in pajamas. And then Juliet, you made it, girl. So go and sleep in pajamas for a little bit before it's time to get up and go to school. And so she got a positive memory of sneaking out with Romeo after they started going steady. And it would make sense that she would have to sneak out with him. Because, like, they're not supposed to be together. I'm probably also going to eventually gussy up all of them because I have mixed feelings. Part of me kind of loves that Tybalt has this weird face paint for, like, no apparent reason. But then part of me is like, no, let's not do that. Anyways. Everyone's waking up. Concert. No, do not use that computer. If you want to go give financial advice, do it with your own computer. But also go and get ready for the day. Hermia. Oh, none of them have wardrobes except for in here. Go into your brother's room and do that. And serve some cereal. Juliet, you're gonna get up and do that. And actually, Consort, before you do anything else, because I want him to hire a maid. Because they would definitely have a maid. And Tybalt, you will also get up and change into every day. No, whoops, I didn't mean to have him do that. I meant for him to call service. Okay. And maid. Yes, we would. Okay. And so we are done with the first Cap family. Real quick, we're going to make the detour, though, to the cemetery so I can get the graves kind of nicely placed. Just because that's a quick one. Actually, I am going to pause real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's go back into the game. All right, so the Cap Cemetery over here, we're just gonna get some people, or get some graves set up, and then we'll go over to the Montes, and we will do their scripted events, although I think their scripted events are he invites Juliet over, she brings usually Tybalt, and Mercutio and Tybalt get in a fight. Yeah. Okay, so who have we got here? This is Contessa. Okay, this might be easier said than done because this, although it looks very pretty, has a lot of trees, so it's kind of hard to see where things are. Huh. Well, we'll try and maneuver this. This is Julia, Octavius. Oh, no. Okay. Put that one over there. And this one. Okay, we're just gonna have to, for right now, remove some trees. Have them there, and then we'll move some of these trees over here. let's see. I put Julius and Cleopatra, I guess, here. We'll put Contessa over here. Well, actually, it would make more sense if those two were like over here, probably. Let's move them over here. And then we'll have some ancestors over here. Trying to remember who's married to who. So, okay, Caesar's, Cleopatra. Well, put Cleopatra. Maybe we'll put Cleopatra and Anthony there. And then we'll put you there. And put that there. And yeah, that's what we'll do for now. Actually, I'm going to take out some more trees. This is a really pretty lot, but just like all the trees make it very hard to kind of see around what's going on. Crud, we didn't want to. Just fixing this real quick. There. Good enough. Good enough for now. I'll maybe go back and edit some more later, but for now, we were just getting people placed. Now then, next we're going over to the Monte side of the river. It says, Patrizio never forgot consort Cap's broken promise, but now his grandson Romeo has fallen for the Cap heiress. Will the elders live to see the two families united? Again, it would be nice, but with Romeo being a romance sim, I don't have high hopes. I don't. And then you might say, well, Mercutio and Miranda have a thing. Yeah, but Miranda wants to kiss Puck. And usually her and Puck end up as a thing, so yeah. Okay, so he wants to invite over Juliet, so we want to keep that. You want to fight Tybalt and win. You want to get another grandchild. We'll lock that in, sure. You also want another grandchild. We'll go with that. And again, this house will also probably be replaced because it is not weatherproof. So Romeo, you're going to call and invite over a girlfriend. We're going to get everyone set up. Whoop. I just realized I didn't put an ACR in the last. I'm going to have to go back and do that with the Cap's house. I'll put that there. I'll just put that one there for now. And then we'll put this here for right now. And then for now, let's see here. I think that you went to college. And you both went for culinary arts. So his lifetime wish, let me pull up my thing. His lifetime wish is to marry off 6 kids. Okay, well, that's not possible. So let's switch it with something that's actually possible. Let's have lots of grandkids, and he wants to have 6. He has 4, so only needs 2 more. And then Isabel, she wants to graduate, but again, we're going to change that to the same thing as his, just because that's kind of the only thing she can do. And then we'll get their secondaries. I wanted his secondary, I had already chosen, is going to be fortune. And then her secondary, I wanted to be popularity. And then we'll see what everyone's hobbies are. So, since we won't need that anymore, we'll get rid of this. And now, so, for hobbies, Romeo's is art. Okay. Mercutio's is nature. Isabella's is fitness. I'm going to change it to cuisine. And Patricia's is cuisine. Okay, so him and his wife can like share a hobby and do that fun stuff together, and yeah, that's sweet. Okay, so then you want to get a cleaning skill, so we'll let you get a cleaning skill. You want a cleaning skill as well. What do you meet someone new? I'm actually going to real quick change this computer out for a hacked computer. So why don't you chat with Dina? Sure. All right. Invite over Juliet at 7 o'clock at night. And who will she bring? Probably Tybalt. Oh, she's not bringing anyone over. Okay. Well, I'm going to force Tybalt to the lot once she gets here. Only because Mercutio and him both want to fight, so I might as well let them. Like, I'm being a benevolent overlord. I don't know. We're for storyline purposes, we're just gonna do this. So we're gonna summon teleport, and we're going to teleport from the Cap family. Tybalt. And you're going to go greet Juliet and Mercutio. You guys are going to fight. And Mercutio missed work. But he works for his family, so, like, I don't know how much that really affects. Well, he's greeting her, and these two are just fighting. These two are flirting. Patricio, why don't we have... We need to spawn an adjuster. I'm gonna put the adjuster here for right now. And Patricio, why don't you go answer this phone? I'm interested to see how this fight goes, because one of them is going to go into aspiration failure. And it's Mercutio. Yeah, sure, Isabel is able to talk. Mercutio, you're going to ask everyone to leave. Romeo, I know you're trying to spend time with Julia, but I think... Oh, okay. Never mind. Romeo, go use this bathroom, because apparently this one's occupied. As I said, Mercutio, ask everyone to leave. Stay here. Ask everyone to leave. Say goodbye to Tybalt. Ask everyone to leave. Why are you not? Just, you know what? Fine. Whatever. Fine. Yeah. Did they leave? I think they left. Good. And so... I'm just figuring out everyone's needs. Isabel, you can go clean up this stuff for now. And then you're going to call to get a maid. Mercutio, I need to get your fun up. You're gonna play chess with Romeo and hopefully not lose. So, yeah. I don't know. Do either of them have any logic? Neither of them have logic, so you never know. I mean, if he loses, he's not going to have any issues, but him winning would be helpful. Because he's a sad boy right now. Yes, we do want you to come and clean up our house. And while we're here as well, after you're done with that, you are going to move all of the graves, all 2 graves, to the cemetery, or the Monty Memorial, I guess is what it's called. Because it's so late in the day, they're not gonna be tired. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Yes, Monty Memorial Site. Did you win a game? Doesn't look like you've done anything yet. Okay, so you want a cleaning point. Sure, we'll get you a cleaning point. She wants a cleaning point. And okay, Mercutio, you're doing a little bit better. I'm going to have you serve dinner of chicken and dumplings after I put down a fire alarm, because, you know, no fire alarms in any of these houses. That's not stressful. And Romeo, you want to meet someone new. Why don't we have you chat with Rose? I'm not sure who Rose is, but no, didn't want to do that. Chat with Rose. And because although I don't approve, he wants to make out with 3 different Sims and have 2 loves at once. So we need to find more people for him to romance. He also wants to buy a bar. And maybe eventually. Well, actually, we're going to lock in the 3 makeouts. And then we're going to have you eat. Going to have you eat. Have them all come and have a family dinner together. You guys are crying, but I mean, I know they're crying because I just moved the graves, but like, why are you guys crying? Well, you really should go to sleep, but I'm going to have you guys relax, at least. Because, like, school will happen in the morning, and your sleep cycles are going to be all messed up. And she's crying. Isabel, I'm sorry I moved the graves, but like this way, when I change your houses, you guys won't be sad. I'm doing this for your own good. Just trust me. Trust me on this one. This is for the best, I promise. All right. And then we'll just have you take care of your other needs, and hopefully you'll get sleepy soon. There we go. Okay. Then now we're just going to have everyone sleep a little. And then the boys will get up and do their stuff. I'm going to put dressers in both their rooms for right now. I do plan to replace this house again, but I'm just gonna put stuff down for now so they have it. Because I was debating on replacing the houses, but at this point I'm just like, this house definitely is going to need to be replaced because it's not weatherproofed. And so yeah. But that is this family, and we're going to move on to the Summer Dreams, who I always like playing setup of the Summer Dreams because they're a lot of fun, and I have some fun mods for them because they're supposed to be fairies, and I have a mod to make them fairies, which I find very exciting. But let me just get this clicked off. And just write that. And then okay. was just getting my list ready so I wouldn't forget anything, because we want to make sure that we get all the stuff. So with them, what we need to do is we need to, like I said, add the fairy mod part so they become fairies. We're going to do a little gussying up, and then we're of course going to do the usual setup stuff that we do. So we've got all the party stuff going. All right, first things first, we got to set down all the stuff we need. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this and this and this and this lovely thing. This lovely thing is going to help us make them fairies. So, first things first, I am going to say that they all have college, or that O'Brien and Tatiana have college. I don't think that it's like the college that humans would do, but like fairy equivalent of college. Yeah. If that makes sense. I know that's kind of a weird way of saying it, but like, there's a method to this madness. Next, you are going to become a fairy. And you are going to become a fairy. As are you. No, not mermaid. And you. So they're all going to become fairies. Is it not doing what I want it to? Fairy, overlay on, fairy, make fairy. Why is it not working? Okay, well we might have to finagle that in just a minute. First thing I want to do though, because Puck and her both want it, is I'm going to have Puck and Hermia have their first kiss. And of course, Tybalt is getting in a fight with Romeo. Yay, their first kiss. Okay, and then why is this not turning you into a fairy? You're supposed to be a fairy. Make fairy. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. Because it's supposed to be that I just press on that. Did I not install the mod right on this computer? Well, for now, I guess we'll just do the rest of the setup, and then I will later on figure out why it's not making them into fairies, because I don't know why they're not. But we're going to change the model of this one to the fig tree. The other thing that I am going to do is, and this is what I always do for them, but for Oberon and Tatina, I always make them both bi, and I always make it so that they both have no jealousy. And the reason why I do this is because they're supposed to be like fays. They also are going to both have secondary romance. But like, that's just kind of how I, figure the fays are. They have like a different sense of morality than humans and stuff. Also because I think it's funny. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I did spell Veronaville wrong, didn't I? Well, I will fix that when it goes up on YouTube. Oops. Sorry about that, you guys. I didn't realize that I had spelled it wrong, but I think looks like I might have. Oh well. What's done is done. But thank you for pointing that out. I will make sure to fix that before I put it on YouTube. But next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get everyone's lifetime, or the adult's lifetime wishes figured out. So he wants to be city planner. Because he works in the home video editor level 7. I don't... I'm going to leave that one for now for him, just because maybe we'll change his. I don't know. And then she wants to graduate 3 kids. You know what? Hers I can see. They only have 2 right now, but she wants to adopt, so graduate 3 kids. For hers, and I want to keep that one. And then his, you know what? I just don't know with him if I want to keep that one or not. I don't think I do. I won't. No, I don't. So we're going to get the dream catcher out. And we are going to change his lifetime wish to something that makes a little more sense for him. And then to stop this fight from happening, or too many fights from happening, why don't you go distract Tybalt? Go distract Tybalt. And you're going to go distract Juliet, because that's another fight waiting to happen with Mercutio. So just distract everyone so they don't fight too much. With this group, that's kind of what you have to do. Oh, and they're enemies now. Great. Well, okay. We're going to make him professional party guest, because that makes more sense with his lifetime wish. But, yeah. We're just going to stop some fights from happening. Just have the adults talk to them and keep them from fighting. This is the one disadvantage. Although I love playing the Summer Dreams setup round with the party and everything, you have to make sure that they keep everyone, like, no, not everyone, but keep people distracted, because otherwise there's going to be so many fights. Why don't you go talk to Tybalt now? Joke. Talk. Gossip. And then bottom, you can come over here and talk to Mercutio. I'm just having them kind of like go around and talk to all their guests, so their guests don't fight. Can you imagine inviting all these people that are probably going to fight to your party? And then Puck, we'll have you work on Hermia. And since you want to, let's try and go steady. Hopefully this will work. I don't know if she's in love yet. I know he's in love. I'm not sure if she is, though. Will she accept? Yes, she did. Yay. Or wait. Yeah. Now they're going steady. Yay. So happy for them. I also kind of need to fix Puck's makeup. I'll do that off camera. But yeah. I'm just going to have him kind of, not say goodbye, focus on her for right now. Romeo and Juliet are hanging out. Great. Go distract Tybalt before he causes a problem. Go distract him so he doesn't start a fight. That sounds bad, but like, you know that they're gonna fight if they're left out. Oh, okay, well, Romeo and Juliet are... Okay. We're just gonna let them do their thing there. And... yeah. Why don't you go talk to her? Are those two done? Yes, they're done. Okay. But I'm surprised that the cops haven't shown up yet because it's like midnight and they've got music blasting and all that stuff. Puck, you're going to go talk to Romeo, chat, gossip, entertain, joke. Oh wait, he also is supposed to be... Puck is also by. But yeah, you distract them. Again, I'm just trying to keep people distracted so that they don't fight. Well, and it is... Well, and I don't think they're technically having a party because the scripted events aren't working because it's the Uberhood. Okay, so I think actually what we'll do then, since we're gonna just send everyone home because, yeah, we don't have to wait for the party to be over because it won't end because they're not actually having a party. Which means Puck's locked in one to have a great party. Okay, well, what we can work on right now is we can try... see if I can get this to work. Doesn't seem to be working, so I must have installed it incorrectly or something. I'll have to go and fix that later on. But, oh, she wants to be friends with her brother. We'll lock that in. But, I know it can work because I've had it work on my other computer, so we'll just figure that out for next time. I'll figure out why it's not doing that. Really? They only have 2 bathrooms in this house? Well, this house is also getting either replaced or remodeled because it is not weatherproof. Again, Veronaville, most of their houses are not weatherproof, and so you either have to make them weatherproof, because like these little doors that just go in and aren't really doors, the archways, yeah. So, all right, Puck, why don't you serve breakfast? And I am going to get this out because I get the feeling that this is going to be one of the ones where I have to, yeah, set to season 2 because otherwise it won't do it. All right. Go eat. Go eat. They're just making out over here. I will focus on you guys next time, but like right now we're just doing the setup. I have to get to everyone else too. And these two are just, you know. Yeah, but I will have to figure out why that mod to make them fairies isn't working. I don't know why. Because I know it can work. I wonder if I was supposed to install something else with it and I didn't by accident. I'm trying to remember what all I did last time. Well, no matter. I will get that, like I said, figured out so that next time we play them, they will be fairies and all of that. I'm also going to, real quick, fix his lipstick because for some reason he has bright red lipstick. I'm going to do the same with Puck because he has the bright pink lipstick for some reason. I think that originally they have stuff that like matches, but because I've default replaced the makeup, it doesn't anymore. All right. And then I'm going to also gussy her up a little. Because, no, gussy up. I want to give her some eyelashes there. And then I do want to change her dress to a different dress. No. Oh, that one doesn't work. I forgot. It's another thing I need to go and fix. There was a dress that I had somewhere that I thought, oh, that would look so pretty on her. And now I'm starting to think that I didn't download it. Well, for now, we'll just put her in this one. I don't know if it looks very fairy-ish, but I like it better than the other dress. I don't know, the other dress is just kind of eh. You guys just ate cereal and still hungry? Oh, we are done with them. Oh wait, no we're not, because before we go, I need to figure out hobbies. So, Puck's hobby is tinkering. Interesting, okay. Hobby is cuisine. Okay. That's actually a good idea because then someone, since he likes cuisine, he can learn to cook, and we can have someone that's high points with cooking because, yeah, right now we don't have anyone that's, I think, high with cooking in this household, and yeah, that leads to fires. Hers is art and music. I like that. I'm liking this. Pucks is a little random, but the rest of them, like, I'm liking. But I mean, I like Pucks. It seems random. He wants to gain a skill point, but he doesn't know in what. He also wants to meet someone new. But like I said, they are done with setup, so we will leave them for now. I am going to go to the Monty Memorial and set up those 2 graves because I realized I didn't do that after we finished with the main Monty family. So let's go to the memorial site because, you know, the Caps and the Montys definitely could not share a cemetery. I specifically got 2 cemeteries for that. Some people have made multiple cemeteries that are separate for them, and I was just like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, what happened here? Is it supposed to? Oh, I guess it's supposed to be doing that. Okay. Well, we will just put these ones here for now. Unlike the Caps, they don't have like a whole bunch. I mean, like, Antonio's wife's grave is nowhere to be found. Like, we don't even know how I mean, I think that we know from the code that she like died through drowning or something, but like, she has no grave. The Caps have like all their ancestors and everyone that died, and then the Montys have Romeo Mercutio's parents, and that's it. Their daughter-in-law is nowhere to be found. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, okay. But yeah. Got them put away. So, we've got the other 2 Cap families and the other 2 Monty families, and then Blue Water Village, and then we'll do the first term for Johnny and Ophelia. I am, though, going to end here. I know it's about 10 minutes early, but I am going to end the stream here today, just because I don't think we'll be able to make it through completely this very big family. But next time we will finish up with Veronaville. We will probably move on to Blue Water Village. We might, well, no, we wouldn't finish up Blue Water Village next time, but we will start at least on Blue Water Village. So thank you all for joining me. I will be streaming 3:30 to 5 on Friday, Echoes of the Plum Grove. And then, of course, next Monday, 3 to 5, the Uberhood, which is where we will pick up next time. So thank you all, and I will see you all next time.